Hello and welcome to 3 out of the box tips that will improve your graphic design by 1,000,000%. Nah, just kidding, but it will improve, sometimes by 100%. So let's get right to it. First one is embrace changes. Ooh, changes to graphic designers are like the boogeyman, and rightfully so. It's easy to get in the mentality that you've worked really hard to achieve a design,
destroyed all that we've worked so hard to build.
that this design cannot be surpassed because you're the one doing it, that what does the client or boss understand? You are the designer, they should leave you design. But the reality of the situation is that there's two parts to graphic design. There's the graphic part and there's the design. And the design is for everybody else. The graphic part is you. You are the graphic, you are what the creativity, but the design part is for everybody else. So this means that your design should, at the end of the day, unless it's for your portfolio or for you, satisfy somebody else.
Satisfied.
So get that through your head and really start embracing changes. So regardless if it's the 8th or 9th time you change something, you should have the same enthusiasm as when you first started the design. And if it's a bad change that you think is a bad change, you should challenge yourself into making that bad change a good change, or making that bad idea into a good idea. How can I outline text in such a way that is not a cliche or represents bad contrast or represents bad color palettes? You know, like, take it a step further and always challenge yourself into accepting those changes.
It is your destiny.
And overall, you're going to be a much happier designer if you start doing that.
Oh, but wait.
If you fall into the trap of thinking that your way is the only way, or that your design is the only design, I could tell you without a shadow of doubt that your design is not good. Your design, at the end of the day, is for the masses, for the lots of people. So don't take it personal, take it professionally. Changes are part of the process and you should embrace them. Go for it, give it all. And as soon as you start giving it all, you'll realize that changing it wasn't a big deal, because you're basically starting the design all over again, which is good, which is what you're trained to do.
Okay, no big deal.
Tip number 2. Do something that hasn't been done yet. Yes. So your deep dive into starting a design, and this goes for business, it goes for artwork, it goes for everything. Try to be original from the start. If you start by doing something that's already been done and something that's already has been going on, you are limiting yourself and your creativity process so much. You're limiting yourself so much to the point that you're not gonna find it fun.
Why limit yourself to one dogma?
You're gonna find it as a task. You're gonna find it as, I guess I'm gonna do this now. I guess I have to go to work. I guess this is my life now. Always look for something that hasn't been done yet. So if they tell, what I mean by this is, so for example, if they tell you make this box, and then you have your request, your prerequisites, like, okay, so what fonts you want to use, what design, and they tell you, oh, I don't know, you tell me, or whatever. Then you right away go to like a default font. Helvetica is being used to death. It's still used by major corporations and brands. It's a good font, but it's overused. It's old. And why are you using that font when you have so much other options? People usually use that font just because it's a safe font, and since this big company over here is doing it, then this small company should do it too. No, throw that kind of thinking out. Start fresh. Start by being creative. And you don't have to be creative in all aspects of the design. Like, I'm not saying try to invent a round box or anti-gravity box or something like that. No. What I'm saying is that don't just default. And this is how don't default into thinking this is how it's done, so this is how I'm gonna do it.
You need some solid outside the box thinking.
If you start thinking outside what's already been done, your designs are slowly going to improve, and you're gonna get to the point where you are at the leading edge of design. Instead of googling what are the trends, you're gonna be the one making the trends.
I like this job.
And the last tip. So, tip number 3 is simple. Take it seriously. Take designing seriously, whether it's your job, whether it's your freelance, your side gig, your relaxation. Take it seriously. I am in a position now that I get a lot of artwork submitted to me, and I have to send the artwork out, and I see so much missed opportunities in the design and so much things that could have been improved if I don't see laziness behind it. I could tell when somebody is just zooming through the design process, making flat files.
I love my job.
You hate your job.
Reusing old icons, reusing colors, not really improving. They're not taking it seriously. They're just taking it like a job. And I think that that's a big missed opportunity for the designer and for the employer too. Like, what can the employer do? Like, that's who they hired and that's what they're gonna go with, and sometimes they have to go with the design even if it's not the best because the designer has had it for a long time. All this affects your back and forth, and as soon as you stop taking design seriously, as soon as you start defaulting into let me do it the easiest way possible, let me do it the shortcut way, and instead of zipping files up, I'm gonna outline them and send them. Instead of showing pride in my work, I'm just gonna do whatever they want and not put any other brain or critical thinking skills on it. When you start doing that, you start killing your designing soul.
It's dead.
And this goes for digital illustrations also. It goes for everybody. Like, take it seriously. This is something that not a lot of people can do. Like, there's tons and tons of people that would want to have your skills, your knowledge on how to work with color, on how to work with fonts, on how to do typography. And your first idea is to how to do it the fastest way possible so I could not do it again, or so I could not do this, or so I cannot do this anymore. Like, no, it should be, how can I do this the best as possible with how I know how to do things. Everything, all your designs have to be this way, so you could always improve and improve and improve and improve and improve and get to the level that not a lot of people are gonna reach. Just because of that, just because you took it seriously, and they, whoever is they, didn't. They took it as a gig, as a way to make easy money, as a way to walk through life, which I don't know, why would you do design or be a graphic designer or an illustrator if you just want to take things easy? Like, there's other better jobs that you could do that and just do illustration or design for fun.
Why?
instead of, ruining your inspiration by trying to get money the easy way with design. No. Take it seriously. Take design seriously. Take all the aspects of design seriously, and don't be afraid to put that to a test. When you ask somebody to critique your design, don't get hurt for what the other person says. Instead, be your own doctor. You are the one in control.
I am in control here.
So if this person says, I don't really like the font, you should go with it. You should stop listening when he starts saying you should go with this font. Like, no, you should be your own doctor, and you should know what font to go with, what font better embellishes the project, and
So you're saying I'm an expert?
go from there. You be your own doctor. If you're doing it poorly, if you're giving it your all. So my advice to you, or my tip to you, is just take design seriously, and you'll see it improve night and day. So that's all for today. Hope this helped.